Good morning. Let's see the next problem. Prepare a store's ledger account from the following details using LIFO method of pricing the issue of materials. So they have given the list of transactions. April 1st, we have opening balance of 10,850 kg at rupees 130 per kg. April 2nd, purchases 20,000 kg at rupees 134 per kg. April 3rd issued 6,750 kg to the production department. April 5th we are issuing 8,500 kg to the production department. April 6th received back 550 kg from production being surplus. So due to the surplus units, the materials are received back to the stores department. Received back is nothing but returned goods. Returned goods will be considered as a receipts only. For April 7th, purchased 17,550 kg at rupees 128 per kg. April 8th, issued 11,250 kg to the production. April 9th, physical verification revealed a loss of 250 kg. So losses, shortages will be considered as an issue. So you have to issue 250 kg of loss. April 10th issued 8,950 kg to the production department. April 12th issued 6,300 kg to the production. April 15th purchased 10,000 kg at rupees 132 per kg. April 16th issued 7,750 kg to the production. So now you have to prepare the LIFO stores ledger account. See the format. The format will be date, receipts, issues, and the balance column. So we are having quantity, rate, and the amount column. See the first transaction. You have to check the dates, whether the dates are in chronological order or not. So here the dates are in the order. First transaction is April 1st. We have opening balance 10,850 kg at rupees 130 per kg. So opening balance or opening stock will be shown in the balance column. So the date will be April 1st. In the balance column, the quantity we are having in the previous balances, that is 10,850 kg at rupees 130. So if you multiply 10,850 into 130, you will get 14 lakh 10,500 as the value. The next transaction is April 2nd, we are purchases of 20,000 kg at rupees 134 per kg. So purchases will be considered as a receipts. So it will be recorded in the receipts column. April 2nd is the date. We are purchasing the quantity of 20,000. The rate will be 134. So if you multiply 20,000 into 134, you will get 26 lakh 80,000. So in the balance column, still we are having the opening balance of 10,850 at the rate of 130. The total value will be 14 lakh 10,500, and the new purchase, that is 20,000 quantities at the rate of 134. If you calculate, you will get the total value as 26 lakh 80,000. The next transaction is April 3rd issued 6,750 kg to the production department. Now you have to decide at what price these quantities or these kgs should be issued to the production department. So April 3rd is the date. So when you are preparing LIFO ledger account, you have to see the last balance prevailing in the balance column. So out of 20,000, you have to issue how many units? 6,750 units. So at what price you will consider the last purchased price at the rate of 134. So 6,750 into 134. If you multiply these two, you will get 9,04,500. Now, still we are having the opening balance quantity, that is 10,850 units at the rate of 130. You will get the total value as 14,10,500, and out of 20,000 units, you have issued 6,750 units. So if you deduct 20,000 minus 6,750, the remaining quantity will be 13,250 at the rate of 134. So if you multiply these two, you will get 17,75,500. So you have to see the latest purchased price or the last balance quantity price which is prevailing in the balance column. April 5th, once again we are issuing 8,500 kg to the production department. So the date will be April 5th. Now see the balance. We are having the latest purchase balance, still we are having 13,250 units. So you will issue from the last balance. How many units we want? 8,500 units. So we will consider the last purchase price, that is 134. So 8,500 into 134, you will get 11,39,000. So still we are having the opening balance units, that is 10,850 at the rate of 130. You will get the value as 14,10,500, and out of 13,250, now you have issued 8,500 units. So if you issued 8,500 units, the remaining balance will be 4,750 units. So at what price? 134. So 4,750 into 134, you will get 6,36,500. 13,250. If you deduct 8,500, you will get 4,750 as the remaining balance or remaining quantity. That will be at the rate of 134. The next transaction is April 6th received back 550 kg from production being surplus. So due to the surplus units, the materials are received back to the stores department. Received back is nothing but returned. Returned goods will be considered as a receipts only. So date will be April 6th. Quantity will be returned is 550 kg. The rate will be 134. See, if they have given return goods rate, then you have to consider the same rate which they have mentioned in the problem. If they have not given the rate, then you have to consider, if they are following the LIFO method, the last balance or the last purchase units price, that price only you have to consider. Here the last purchase price will be 134. So the same rate will be considered for the return goods also. 550 into 134, you will get the value as 73,700. Now, in the balance column, the previous balances still we are having opening balance of 10,850 at the rate of 130. So 10,850 into 130, you will get 14,10,500. And the second purchase, that is still we are having the previous balance, that is 4,750 at the rate of 134, you will get 6,36,500. And the new receipt, that is return goods 550 kg at the rate of 134, you will get 73,700. The next is April 7th, we are purchasing 17,550 kg at the rate of 128 per kg. So purchased means it's nothing but receipts only. The date is April 7th. Purchased or receipts units will be 17,550. The rate will be 128. So if you multiply 17,550 into 128, you will get 22,46,400. Now see the balance column. Still we are having the previous balances, that is opening balance of 10,850 units at the rate of 130. Total value will be 14,10,500, and 4,750 units at the rate of 134. The total value will be 6,36,500, and the return goods, that is 550 kg at the rate of 134. The total value will be 73,700, and the new purchase we have made, that is 17,550 at the rate of 128, that is total 22,46,400. See, you have to show the remaining balances until the balance in the each unit will be completely issued or will be completely exhausted. Till that you have to show the balances in the balance column. The next transaction is April 8th issued 11,250 kg to the production department. So April 8th we are issuing. April 8th we are issuing. So how you will issue? You can directly issue this from the last balance, that is from the 17,550 units. So out of 17,550, the required issue quantity will be 11,250. So at what price you will consider? At the last purchase price, that is 128. 11,250 into 128, you will get 14,40,000. So still we are having the opening balance units, that is 10,850 at the rate of 130. The total value will be 14,10,500, and the first purchased units remaining balance quantity of 4,750 at the rate of 134. The total value will be 6,36,500, and the return quantity, that is 550 return goods at the rate of 134. The total value will be 73,700, and the new purchase, that is out of 17,550, now we have issued 11,250 units. The remaining balance is 6,300 units at the rate of 128. So if you multiply these two, you will get 8,06,400. See, whenever if you are doing LIFO method, you have to issue the goods or the materials from the last balance prevailing in the balance column or from the latest purchased price. April 9th, physical verification revealed a loss of 250 kg. So April 9th, there is a loss of 250 kg. So losses and shortages will be considered as an issue. So how many units or kgs we are issuing? That is 250 kgs. So from last balance prevailing in the balance column, you have to issue. So out of 6,300, you are issuing 250 kgs. What is the price of 6,300 units? 128. So 250 into 128, you will get 32,000. So in the balance column, still we are having opening balance of 10,850 at the rate of 130. The total value will be 14,10,500. 4,750 at the rate of 134. That is total value 6,36,500, and return goods of 550 kg at the rate of 134. Total value will be 73,700, and from the last purchased units, that is out of 6,300, we have issued 250 kgs. The remaining quantity will be 6,050 at the rate of 128. If you multiply 6,050 into 128, you will get 7,74,400. The next transaction is April 10th, issuing 8,950 kg to the production department. So once again, we are making an issue, that is April 10th. The issue quantity will be 8,950. So see the previous balance column. We are having 6,000 last balance. From the last balance, you have to issue. If all the units under this batch has completely issued, you have to move to the previous issue. So first you will issue 6,050 units at the rate of 128. So out of 8,950, we have issued 6,050 units at the rate of 128. So if you multiply these two, 6,050 into 128, you will get 7,74,400. Still, I want some more units to be issued. So I will move on to the next previous issue, that is return goods of 550 at the rate of 134. So next you will issue 550 units at the rate of 134. The total value will be 73,700. So now we have issued 6,050 plus 550. Out of 8,950, we have issued only 6,600. Still, I want 2,350 units. That should be issued from the next previous issue, that is 4,750. Out of 4,750, you will issue the remaining quantity of 2,350. What's the rate prevailing for the 4,750 units? 134. So you will use this as the issue price. So 2,350 units into 134, you will get the total value as 3,14,900. Now see the balance column. Still we have not issued any units from the opening balance, that is 10,850 at the rate of 130. Total value will be 14,10,500. So this should be recorded as same because we have not issued any units from this. The next is out of 4,750, we have issued how many units? That is 2,350 units. The remaining quantity will be 2,400. The rate will be 134. So if you calculate 2400 into 134, you will get 3,21,600 as the total. And 550 return goods we have issued completely. Then 6,050 at the rate of 128 we have issued completely. Now the balance will be, we are having only 10,850 units at the rate of 130 and 2,400 units at the rate of 134. The next transaction is April 12th. Once again we are making an issue, that is 6,300 kg to the production department. April 12th. 6,300 units we are issuing. So see the last balance prevailing in the balance column. We are having 2,400 units. First you will issue this. So 2,400 units at what price? At the rate of last purchase price, that is 134. So 2,400 into 134, you will get 3,21,600. So out of 6,300 units, we have issued only 2,400 units. Still I want 3,900 units to be issued. So this should be completely issued. Now, if you want further quantities to be issued, you will move on to the previous batch, that is 10,850. So out of 10,850, you will issue the required quantity, that is 3,900. What is the rate of this? 130. So at the rate of 130, you will issue 3,900 into 130, you will get 5,07,000. Now, out of 10,850, we have issued 3,900 units. The remaining balance will be 6,950 at the rate of 130. So if you multiply 6,950 into 130, you will get 9,03,500. So these 2,400 units will be completely issued. It will not there now. The next transaction is April 15th, we are making a purchases, that is 10,000 kg at the rate of 132 per kg. So April 15th, we are making the purchases. Purchases will be considered as a receipts. 10,000 units at the rate of 132. So 10,000 into 132, you will get 13,20,000. And in the balance column, see the previous balance. Still we are having 6,950 at the rate of 130. Total value will be 9,03,500. And the new purchase balance, that is 10,000 at the rate of 132. The total value will be 13,20,000. The next transaction is April 16th. We are issuing 7,750 kg to the production department. So the date will be April 16th. Now, see the last balance prevailing in the balance column. Out of 10,000, the required quantity to be issued will be 7,750. What is the rate of 10,000 units? 132. So at that price you will issue 7,750 into 132. You will get 10,23,000. Now, see the balance column. Still we are having 6,950 units. We have not issued. So still we are having that balance 6,950 units at the rate of 130. So total value will be 9,03,500. And out of 10,000, we have issued 7,750. The remaining quantity will be 2,250 at the rate of 132. If you multiply 2,250 into 132, you will get 2,97,000. So all the transaction will be completed. Now the closing stock or balance of stock will be 6,950 units at the rate of 130. That is total value of 9,03,500. And 2,250 units at the rate of 132. That is 2,97,000. Thank you.